Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and can we get a I don't know what we're gonna get today, but can we get a little F spam in the chat for this team of the week, ladies and gentlemen? This is probably, I would say, this is gonna go down as the top 3 worst team of the week in the history of team of the week. So, sorry to start this video off on maybe a little bit lesser of a positive note than you may have wanted, but I gotta be realistic, guys. This is a terrible team of the week. Salah got snubbed, which is terrible. And then I don't really know. Yeah, in terms of like Reds, there's nothing this week that you really want. So yeah, team of the week. I think this is 33. I'm not even sure about the number, but just wanted to share that with you guys before we get into the video today. Guys, I want to say thank you guys to everybody supporting the videos recently. The videos on both channels have been absolutely popping off. I'm excited because team of the season is basically going to be next Friday, I feel like. We'll probably get an announcement this Friday. Not positive, but obviously that's what I'm thinking. And probably a new foot swap as well today, so that's always hype to start off the month with a new foot swap. We're going to go through all the overnight sales today. We're going to talk about the market. We're going to talk about more moves that I have made in the last 24 hours. And then, yeah, that's how we will do today's video. So, again, if you guys are enjoying the video today, just drop a thumbs up. So, these are the overnight sales that we have done. Now, we did a lot. And for me, these sales and me selling stuff overnight tells me that people are starting to buy back. And that is important because the market is getting ridiculously low. And I believe when people see the extent to how far team of the season is in terms of meaningful players is away, we're going to have basically market rising into that period. So, guys, we start off with Suarez. Now, Suarez, I bought at 620, 699. Guys, Messi, I always tell you guys when I take losses. Took a loss on 2 Neymars yesterday. Lost about 300K total on 2 Neymars. That's combined. And on Messi's, we're losing tax. We bought them at 125, sold them at 1264. So we're going to lose about 50K on each Messi on tax. Made it back on 2 Hazards, guys. Got these at 780 and 810, I believe. So that's a really good flip. Griezmann, I just lost coins on. Well, I just sold an Aubameyang too. So this is what I'm talking about, man. Like, I wasn't getting these sales, guys, for a few days. So now that I'm getting all these sales all of a sudden, it really tells me that people are starting to buy back into this market. So Griezmann, we took a little bit of an L on overnight, but we're getting sales. This is a profit. Bought this at 360. This was an IX hype play. So that's good. James I bought at 90, sold at 113. Sane bought at 400 and 395. So those are going to be 2 good profits. Bought this at 460. Bought this at 90. So you guys can see the most successful margin for me right now is that margin of working between like a 90 to 120,000 coin card. Like that kind of thing right now for flips and all that is really good. Guys, this Salah was listed overnight, and I'm going to talk about Salah because I just made a big Salah move, and I want to share that with you guys. That Van Dijk I bought at like 312 I bought it at. 2 Zapatas at 110, which were the buy prices. Guys, our Neres investment that we made a long time ago is now 46K because of the Ajax hype, man. I've got to readjust my listings because I still have some Nereses, and I think they're listed too low. That's a bunch of them just sold, which makes me think that I've listed way too low. So I'm praying that I still have some of them. Because it looks like I only have Kolasinac right now. We do. We still have some Neres. We've got about 3 pages left of Neres, which is really good because you guys know we bought these Neres like at a really good price, and we have probably, to be honest, guys, I probably am one of the last sellers who have these fresh. And when you guys, well, if you don't know what fresh is, basically it's a card that's not used. So a lot of these cards are not used, which means that people are gonna hop on the foot and they're gonna want to try one of the newer Neres cards. If you guys can get with that, if you guys understand what that means. And then we've got the last few Kolasinacs, and Kolasinacs up at 30. Kolasinac is going to be a reward sale. He's going to be a little bit better for that. So yeah, I mean, in terms of overnight flipping, guys, the only thing we're still sitting at with a loss right now is all these Rye cards, which I'm just not really sure what I'm doing right now with Rye card. That Arthur I'm taking a loss on, and we've got a loss on Sancho as well. So that's the really only losses we have going right now, which is good, man, right? That's good. And then Rocky Williams, I bought some of these last night. We bought these at what? Like, I think 68, 69. So that's kind of what we got these at. And that's pretty decent. I think he's about 80 right now. No, he's 70. He's like 77. So what we'll do is we'll go like this because obviously, guys, we have some time, so we don't have to rush that sale. Guys, I got a big move that I made today, and I want to share that with you guys. I started to pick up some last team of the week too. I think last team of the week is really rare, so I do think it's going to rise in value. I also think that whenever you have a team of the week, guys, like the likes, oh boy, I think I'm gonna get that one. Whenever you have a team of the week, guys, like what team of the week was I just gonna say? Like this team of the week that just is upcoming. it always is going to help the investment of the last team of the week, guys, because the new team of the week is poor, so people are still going to want to play with the newer cards from the last team of the week. So what you guys may have just seen in my transfer list was a big move that I made. So upon 7 p.m., guys, I noticed that Salah wasn't in team of the week. So I decided to buy him. Now, it's not really going too well. I have to tell you guys, it's not really going too well. So the theory is, guys, usually when a player is in team of the week or isn't in team of the week, there's some panic buyback if they're really down a lot. Well, that one got bought, so that's good. I'm sure a 436 got bought as well, which is good, right? Let me double check. Because, look, Salah, and I want to walk you guys through why I bought these cards, and hopefully I can make some coins on it today. We'll see. But when I checked the announcement on Twitter that he wasn't in, I went and bought some back. On Xbox, he's already risen, but you guys can see this is kind of when the Team of the Week performance happened on Friday, and then this is when predictions came out. So you guys can see when predictions came out, he really went down a lot. So I just kind of cleaned up a bunch of these today at 4:30. And then I bought a lot of this one at like I think I bought a lot of this one at like 205 to 220 because this was also at like 240 to 250 before the performance. So when the performance happened, it was on Friday, right? And so you have Team of the Week coming out on like this day, right? Predictions. That's when predictions start. So whenever predictions start, guys, that's when the card starts its decline. So hopefully the cheapest is 458. We've got a 430 bid. Hopefully we can make some profit on that. And then, yeah, that's the plan. Like, that's what I'm hoping I can do, guys. I'm hoping I can make some profit. I bought a lot of him today, guys. So I'm just sharing this with you guys because this is something that I did, and I want you guys to. I think the true story of my videos that I want you guys to start seeing is not everything I do, guys, is always going to be profitable, and I want you guys to see that with me. I want you guys to understand that that's not always like it. Not everything I do on this game is profitable. So just want you guys to understand that. So you guys can see here we bought all these sellouts, 430, 440. I kind of just cleared it once I saw that he wasn't in Team of the Week. So I think what I'll do at this point in time is like maybe I'll just list them high. Now we also have the 80. We have the other rated version, which is the that would be the 80. I think it's the 89, the right mid. That's going to be interesting to see if that one gets a quicker rebound. And those are right here. So yeah, the most we paid for these are 215. I want to say 214. You guys can see that there's a few 203s, 205. There's a few of those going on. So that's kind of where we're at with this. I don't know the current bin of the card. I think it's about 233. So if we can manage to grab like 240 for this, or something like 250, I'm really happy. Like that's amazing. Now it looks like it's actually funny. We might actually get the bigger margin on the lower rated card, which is like interesting how that works, right? How you're gonna get a bigger fluctuation on a lower card, but it is what it is, right? So what I will do is I will lazy list these cards, and this is one of those ballsy moves, guys, and this is what I try to explain to a lot of you guys, is that I'm currently chasing like the #1 spot, so this is something right now that like I would make a ballsy move like this, and if I lost coins, I really wouldn't care because I have to do my best right now to try to gain market value. I have to try my best to snag whatever coins I can whenever I can. So the goal is that maybe, hey, Salah scores a goal today if my flips don't work out, and I know you guys know that these cards aren't live, but I always talk about it where if a player is playing well, they go up a ton, and I want to show you guys something on the market that's pretty crazy. If you guys will for a second, I will come show you guys right now. So I was gonna make a big move for the Ajax game yesterday, and I held my Neres on purpose for the Ajax game, and yes, he's up a bit, but guys, there was a bigger move that I was gonna make, which was I was gonna buy a bunch of Ziyech, his headliner. He was 10K above the cheapest 91 rated on the game, and I thought it was no risk, and I didn't end up buying it. And guys, I will tell you right now, he absolutely skyrocketed. And if you guys are also seeing what's in the unassigned pile, this is just a bunch of kind of Team of the Week stuff. Guys, I literally just bought into some Team of the Week from this, the previous Team of the Week, well, the one that's still in packs, because it was really low last night. I don't advise really buying that stuff right now. I don't think it's great right now, but I just got some of it last night. I bought some Sigurdsson, I bought some Ederson, and I bought some Alexander. That's kind of where I went. But guys, I sold 2 headliner Ziyech's at 134, and I bought them at 105. Now, I wanted to buy like 15, and I should have, because look at his price right now. He's about to hit max price. The IX hype, guys, in foot is something that I have never seen ever before. It is literally crazy. I think his headliner is actually extinct right now. Is it extinct? No, it's on the market. It's 160K. I don't even know what this is. I'll tell you this, guys. If they go to the final, if they win the next leg, I'm gonna have you guys like. If they win the next leg, those IX cards are gonna explode. Like even De Ligt's FFS card, which I will come and show you guys right now. Even De Ligt's FFS card, right? I overpaid on this card at 375 a week ago, and like now he's 380. The hype for these cards, guys, is freaking unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it in my life in FIFA. Like, it's ridiculous, guys, how many people are loving these cards and constantly buying into these cards. It genuinely impresses me, guys, with how many people are obsessed, are literally obsessed with these IX cards. It's pretty, man. It's pretty, but it is really crazy how many people are into those cards. So, guys, in terms of this team of the week upcoming, right? This team of the week's going out of packs. Guys, if you can do yourself the favor, please try to save packs for this upcoming team of the week. Like if you guys played Weekend League, if you did anything like that, just try your best to save the packs, guys. This upcoming team of the week is absolutely atrocious. There's like literally nothing like good in the next team of the week. So if you guys can, yeah, save the packs. It's definitely worth it to save the packs. That's a big if. I know that's a big if, but if you can, guys, do your best. And, yeah, I would say one last thing is that, well, not one last thing to the video, but one last thing about last team of the week was if you guys can do a club stock, see if you guys can do a club stock because this upcoming team of the week is not looking too good. I've kind of done a club stock with the last team of the week and just kind of put one of each in my club. Of course, we've got more Salahs, but that's kind of what I've done, guys. I've kind of done one of those club stock things where some of the players from last team of the week I'm really liking the price of right now. And so what I did and what I decided to do, right, was I decided to go through and pick up like basically one of each and put it in my club. And Iñaki Williams was literally this. Iñaki Williams is just like a card that I bought late night last night. So this is nothing special. This is just like, this is just random, right? These Iñaki Williams don't even look at, it's not even worthwhile. But yeah, so then obviously I know we got a blue supply yesterday. What I'm interested to see today is does EA bring that UCL Premium SBC? That's going to be very interesting to see. That if you guys don't know what the UCL Premium SBC is, essentially it is the SBC where EA brings out, like, I think it's like requires 11 UCL blues up to 83 or 84 rated, and the blue market goes crazy. I'm very curious to see if they're going to bring that. I find it to be doubtful, but you never know. Guys, we got to talk about a big miss that we had from the other week. A big miss, man. We really like messed it up on an investment the other week that we really should have bought more of. And this guy goes up every single time he's out of packs. Every single time I see this card rising. Last night he hit like 320. He is so rare. He's 275 right now. And I bought a few at 220. And like there's none of him on the market. Like he's done. Dusted. It's literally, that card is gone. And it's amazing to see that kind of rise in a player in such a short amount of time. It really is, guys. It's an amazing rise in terms of value for what you were going to pay at the time. It's genuinely unbelievable how much that card has gone up. So what I am doing right now, guys, is I'm kind of scrolling through the market. I got pretty lucky, guys, because I got out of some Neymars. I had a really tricky situation with Neymar yesterday. I mean, it just was bad. I got two of these Cardinals at 1.9. I got out at 1.99, which is really good. He's about to go under 1.9 right now. He's 1.91. Nobody is buying these kind of cards. Like, it's crazy how much Neymar is going down day by day. I had to get out of these at 1.2 flat. Like, nobody is buying these cards. It is genuinely impressive how many people are just decided to say, hey, I am not buying that card because it's too expensive. Like, and I'm watching the lower tier market day by day just completely get bought up. What I would say today, guys, obviously, is that we're going to get a new foot swap. So make sure you guys are on the lookout. Because what happens when we get foot swap, right, is there's usually whoever, this is like a little bit of a trading tip, shall we say. Usually whoever gets the, right, when foot swap gets added and whoever gets the one that's like 14 tokens away gets panic sold out the wazoo. Now, I remember from last month's foot swap, the players that got the foot swap for, the last token, like let's say Douglas Costa, they went ridiculously low for like 2 hours and then they rebound. So make sure you guys are watching that because that rebound is really profitable. And if you can hop on that rebound, right, it's absolutely massive. But that's obviously easier said than done because it takes some risk, right? There's a certain level of risk with it. What I'm going to do right now, guys, is I do want to take a look at Alexandro. He looks really low, his headliner. I'm just looking on flipping. And I'm seeing 448. I don't really know that that's possible. This could be down because of Robertson, but still, that just seems stupid. 485, 460. Is there a 448? There's not a 448. That's a really nice undercut. And I wonder if there was 450s too. There wasn't. 448, 470. Yeah, I mean, he's been like 453. He's been around that range. So what I would say to you guys, to people that are trading in this market right now, Just be careful about the headliners. The headliners, one, could get supplied in foot swap today, and secondly, I just would be careful with them, guys, for the reason that they seem to me like people are losing hope on them, almost like Once to Watch, where Once to Watch right now, if you guys watch any Once to Watch cards, like they are literally dead. And that's kind of what foot swap is starting to feel like to me. It feels like foot swap is losing their like appeal because people are kind of giving up on seasons. So it's kind of that time of the year where the seasons are ending, and it feels like people are just kind of like, it's not really, that's exactly what I just showed you guys right there. That's kind of what I feel like everyone's kind of like right now. They're like, season's over. These cards are dead, and they're just kind of selling them. That's to me what the feeling of those cards is. Let's pop open Team of the Years real quick. I know these are some cards that a lot of you guys have. They're low, right? They're really low, and some of them are getting closer to their low point. I think once you get to Team of the Season announcement, here's what I'm thinking, right? This is now what I'm thinking. I think Friday we may get a Team of the Season announcement. We're going to have extreme panic for like 2 hours, okay? Then people are going to buy back for Weekend League at night, yeah? Okay? And then the market's going to go really high at night. Then on Sunday, Saturday, it's going to go really low because people are going to try to sell. The second most consistent team of the season comes out. So we're talking whatever players are in most consistent team of the season. Because people see that they're not on the level of Team of the Years, I think everyone is going to start buying cards back. That on that specific date. So when we see the most consistent season, once EA plays their card, once they show us what their hand is, right, that's when you're going to start to see a little bit of a buyback. That's a rough opinion, but I think it makes sense. And let me know what you guys think about that, because I think that one makes sense to me. That kind of progression of that playing out like that to me makes sense. That something like that would happen. I'm seeing, wow, this is 113, man. Godly. So, guys, I am a little bit unlucky because I still have one Messi at 125, man. That's going to be a tough one, dude. If we have to take a loss on this one. Oh, man. That's going to be tough. And I think what's going on with this as well, guys, is the problem is right now with Messi, gentlemen, is the fact that his UCL card, so his normal UCL, because of the supply of all these packs all the time, is now like really low, right? So I think you're seeing a bit of a drop off with that, which is kind of like correcting that price because now the UCL version is like half the price of that one, so people are just going and buying the UCL. I think I'm not positive, but I think. Dude, I saw a story this morning that Eriksen's going to be going to Madrid. That's a little bit as a Spurs fan. We're going to try to bid this one. That's a really good deal. So 161 on that, guys. And he was 180 yesterday, so that should be some pretty good profit, 180. And I don't know if there's a 165. Someone got the 165, but yeah, that's a pretty good price for Christian Eriksen. So yeah, I mean, these are the kind of cards right now, guys, in the market that I think are perfect to be trading with. Like this kind of budget, the guys that you're going to have, 1 hour of panic and then a bounce back. I had a deal last night where I was all over Harry Kane last night. He went down to like 130, and I literally bought them. And the second later, I flipped him at like 150. It almost to me seems like at a certain that's a really good deal. It almost seems like people sometimes wait for the bid, and then once the bid goes, they don't even care what it goes to on bid. They just start buying it. Which is always like pretty. I think it's funny, man. I laugh when stuff like that happens. I laugh with this game, guys, when you can really read into the market and like see what people are doing. So that's kind of when I start to laugh, guys. Obviously, we have Champions League today, right? So Liverpool, Barcelona, and I don't know who's gonna win today, but be careful if you have any of the live cards, man. It looks like today's gonna be a super unpredictable day. So just be obviously. Yeah, guys, if you have those cards, right, just like be careful. Wow, Griezmann is now 500K. Yeah, this is crazy too. This is really depleted in value. Like since just in general, like this is really you're seeing slow corrections, like really slow corrections on the market of just cards starting to slowly go down in value, right? And then at a certain point, just get really low. This is getting really low though. That card is starting to get on my my buy radar, which is always a good radar, right? What I suggest today as well, guys, and I wanted to talk to you guys about this, is go through your clubs today, guys. I always do this. I always kind of do a video maybe like once a week on this, but go through your clubs today, gentlemen. Run through everything and see what's up, man. You guys may have some you guys may have some cards in your club, silvers, bronzes, things like that, that are selling at extreme values. I've watched a few streamers in the last week or two literally sell cards at like insane values. So go through. I talked to a guy yesterday who did a flip and import, and you guys can do that. You won't get banned. And he had I want to say he had a bronze that sold for like 15K. So yeah, go. It's worth your time, guys, to go through the club and look at that stuff, because that stuff is really profitable. If you do hit something or you strike, you know, you get some treasure, you know? So that's what I'm thinking, guys. And then, yeah, I mean, look, rewards tomorrow. I would say you guys have the green light, man. If you guys are trying to invest for rewards or do any of that, I think it's good to go. You guys can probably buy whatever you want today. It looks pretty good to me. I suggest it. So I'm for it, guys. If you want to buy for rewards, I'm for it. You guys can do it all day today. I expect the market to have a really smooth rise. Probably same department as last week, gentlemen. And if you guys don't know the department that I'm talking about, it's basically the 50 to 500K range. I still think, though, tomorrow, man, I got to tell you guys, I still think there's a really good shot tomorrow that a lot of people start buying back. It is getting people, I know for a fact in this foot, guys, people are very impatient with not buying cards for their teams, not doing stuff like that. So I have a very big sense that people are going to kind of full send it at some point and just start buying. So I am giving you the green light, guys. If you do want to make some coins this week, there is an opportunity, I think, for you guys where you guys would go and pick up some cards today that are meta, right? And you would sell them tomorrow at Weekend League rewards time. That to me seems like a good way to make coins, guys, and I am completely for that if you want to go ahead and do that. So, guys, that's going to be it for me today. That's all I got for the video. Happy Champions League Day. Best of luck if you are a Barcelona or a Liverpool fan. Thank you guys for watching my video today. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys in a video very soon. Peace out, guys.